So the next law is Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law gave us a physical quantity known as momentum. It actually gave the relationship between the force that we apply to change the direction or the speed or the state of rest or motion, whatever. So that force that we apply was related to the physical quantity momentum. Let's see how. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the force applied on it, and the change in momentum takes place in the direction in which the force is applied. That means this law has two parts. The first part of the law states the relationship between the rate of change of momentum with the force, and the second part tells us about the direction of the momentum, change in momentum with respect to force. When we derive and solve this second law, we get a formula for force. Force is equal to delta P upon delta T. Now what is delta P? Delta first of all represents the change or the difference. So there is a change in momentum happening. P stands for momentum here, and delta T is the change in time. That means the change in momentum is taking place within a certain duration of time. So when we take the ratio, we actually say this is the rate of change of momentum. This is equal to the force applied. On further deriving, what do we get? We get a relationship between force, mass and acceleration, and the formula is F equals to ma. So this we obtain from Newton's second law. Newton's second law, as I have told, gives us momentum. So what is the formula of momentum? Momentum is given by mass into velocity. Now here V doesn't stand for final velocity. It can be any velocity. If I ask you find the initial momentum, then here the value of velocity will be initial velocity. If I ask you to find the final momentum, then you will put the value of final velocity over here. So momentum is given by the formula P equals to mv. And what is momentum? Momentum actually describes the motion possessed by the body. That means the body is moving, then how much motion is contained in that body. The SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second, and the CGS unit is gram centimeter per second. This one is the SI and the second one is the CGS unit of momentum. Okay, so this was told in the Newton's second law of motion. We will now solve a few questions.